First time I remember hearing music that I can recall back all those years was at my grandma's house. She had a full-size piano, an upright grand in her living room, and she would play songs for us all the time, and I was fascinated from the smallest age that I can remember. I used to start at the high end of the piano and work my way down all of the white keys to the bottom and make up silly songs as I went along. And music is, I'll quote my friend who was actually briefly in a group with me, it's like a drug. It releases all these endorphins in your brain, and it just gets good feelings flowing. You admittedly have to get to the point where you're okay, otherwise it just becomes frustration. I know my wife has attempted it a couple of times, but the learning curve to get to the point where she can enjoy herself is so much frustration that she doesn't find that it's worth it. And I'm at the point where I know enough theory so that if I want to try something new, I'm not starting from scratch.
Well, speaking as a failed piano player and a failed guitar player and a failed flute player, I'm very impressed that someone can pick up the guitar and learn how to play it later in life, because it's different when you learn it as a kid. It's easier, pick things up easier, and it's harder when you're older. So I'm quite impressed that he's learned to play it at such a high level.
I think John enjoys his music, playing by himself or with the group. He seems to be quite happy.
I don't think I'll ever stop playing, even if I'm a really old person and I get to the point where my hands are so painful. There's ways around that. So to quote Willie Nelson, I think my guitar and I are probably just going to give out around the same time.